Hello, everyone, and welcome to Connections for Life, your gas utility weekly update show brought to you in part by UPSCO. I am tpeet.
I'm Cuvo.
Serrett.
I
Chad
think my
goes
chair
second,
just
in
broke.
case anybody was wondering. He broke his chair. That's
It's happened. Sorry.
For those of you that are watching this, I just want to point out we've tried this twice now.
Yes.
Chad's machine screwed up, so we had to type again, and now the second time his chair broke. It's like, do you guys remember the movie Money Pit with Tom Hanks? That's what your life is
Would it
now.
compare this more to the Three
Everything's
Stooges?
falling apart.
You're a terrible Mo. You're a
I'm
terrible
waiting for
Mo.
your head to fall off or something.
His headset, the mic just dropped.
Yeah. So anyways, after all the technical difficulties, hopefully I think we're here to in lieu of the UPSCO update, we're going to bring on somebody else again. Ted, you want to talk about who we're going to bring on?
Yeah, so we are bringing on UPSCO's data integrity specialist, and I have no idea what that means or what he does. I know what he does, but I don't know what it means. His name is Sean Guido.
Maybe he'll tell us.
For however long he's going to tell us in a few minutes. And he's absolutely one of my favorite guys at the company.
Yeah, amazing guy.
We have a blast whenever you get together. He's so much fun. He's so knowledgeable. So without further ado, welcome to the show, Sean. Hello, Sean, and welcome to the show, Connections for Life. It's great to have you on here, buddy. It's good to see you. You even joined the trucker hat theme crowd. I like it. That's new for you.
Yeah.
So this segment's kind of the employee profile. I think it's going to be cool to hear some of your answers. With that said, Joe, kick us off, buddy.
Yeah, just real quick, Sean. Obviously, I've known you the longest. Sean was one of the people I think I mentioned in the other show that we taped that was one of the people I interviewed with and hired me. And Sean and I worked really closely together in the building for several years. So even though he looks like Zach Brown, I've always thought that. I've always counted Sean as a really good friend and of UPSCO. We've been through a lot together at the company, and it's nice to see you again, buddy. It's been a while. So with all that being said, all those niceties, let's get into the real nitty gritty. I think, but I'm going to have you answer. How long have you been at UPSCO?
It actually just hit 12 years a couple weeks ago.
Wow. So you started when you were 44. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I was going to say 54, but yeah.
You look great, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. So cool. So 12 big years.
That's wild. That's a long time. That's twice as much as me, Sean. Wow.
It's my longest commitment in life. So
in life.
I don't know if that's really good or really sad.
Yeah,
because
I'm not sure.
Somewhere
I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you, bud.
My question for you, Sean, is what's your job title? I know it's pretty long. And what does it actually mean?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Data integrity specialist is the job title, or DIS.
This.
And this. Yeah, we're not going to go down that path.
I didn't say a word.
It's kind of a grouping of different things. I do some project management. I do a lot of reports. A lot of times I spend time for you guys inside, outside sales, creating new reports, different views. But I also make sure all the systems work together, all the new procedures, policies that we have coming in that affect different areas. I review them, go over them, and make sure that they're not stepping on other people's toes, or that it can be done throughout the entire company.
Cool. Hey, Chad, it looks like we have a new guest to the show.
Yeah, I was trying to enjoy that. I'm like, yes, the dog that stayed in the room with him.
Stella made a guest appearance. Hello.
Yes, welcome to Connections for Life, Stella.
And this
Sean,
is real life. Sorry, Sean.
See ya. I'm out.
Oh shoot.
I'm good with that.
Let's get back on track, Sean. I know we've had our fair share, but we asked our previous guest Kent this. We're going to ask you too. What is your favorite memory of UPSCO?
I was actually just going through catching up on all of them, because I started watching some and I didn't get a chance, and he stole my answer. Or you stole my answer. I was going to comment on going to Subway, just hanging out, particularly watching you and Kent, you get thrown around by Kent, but no, it was hanging out. It was those times when we could do that. We went out there and we just we were ourselves, and got a lot of stuff accomplished that we couldn't necessarily have done within the four walls. You know, the conversations we had, just the camaraderie. And you guys keep saying it, and I'll say it this time: connections. Those connections.
Connections.
Sean.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun, man. Like we had.
It was. And now honestly, now it's just everything's just evolving, and I think it's great that we're evolving and doing what we're doing,
growing, and
we are, and just the changes that are going on are just, those are kind of exciting now. That's my new excitement, if you will. It's just all the changes that are happening.
I got to interrupt because we posted the mashup today, and my box just came of sweet, super sweet EGW.
EWN.
EWN, not EGW. Oh, jeez. EWN. That's my wife.
And you cut Sean off for that. I'm so disappointed in you.
I know where I rank in his book. That's all.
Ted, does that mean there's an EGW box coming for you as well? Did you just?
I got my new mug. Listen, guys, because we posted the mashup today, I had to do it. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Again, this is just what we're doing. So,
this is you guys. This is you guys just talking over each other all the time.
So I guess I have a question after that, because I've heard that side from Joe, and I've heard that for a while, and I've known you for 6 years that I've been here, Sean, and you've certainly been a huge help in some of the projects that we had. I mean, the knowledge you have in your head is probably about UPSCO 10 times more than I could ever even think of having. I mean, literally from the stuff you did on the floor in your past, and you kind of have your arms in everything, which is really, really cool. Right. But what makes work at UPSCO great? I guess that's the bigger question. And what makes it worth every day coming there and wanting to come? And I'm sure it's not always great, but it really is a great place. It is overall.
Yeah, it is. It's honestly, it's been the past few years, the evolution. I started saying that before, but it's been the evolution of where we're going and the ability to take the experiences. I mean, like you hit on it. I have worked in just about every department there is. I started in sales, so I mean, I've been in all the departments, and being able to help the company grow is really what feeds me, is being able to add my knowledge. And I mean, there's been things that I've worked myself out of kind of stuff that I do because I've put all my knowledge out there and other people have taken it and gone with it. And so that's really what it is. It's just helping everything grow.
It's funny that you say that, Sean, because I guess I really never looked at it, and certainly my job has changed a lot in the same way that yours has.
Yeah.
But I guess I really never looked at it that way. Is that like a lot of my responsibilities have fallen off, and it's because you've been able to pass that along, and it was an awesome point. Like I never really looked at it that way. So
I once told Eddie I'm going to work myself out of a job because I'm giving I'm setting stuff up to not be able to not have to do what I was doing, and he kind of laughed at me, and it did though. I did. I worked myself out of that position, out of that that stuff,
and created a new one.
But that's what that's what a good person, that's what a good employee, a good manager, and somebody that's self-driven does. They teach the people around them, and they shed those things and teach somebody else how to do it. I mean, that's what makes you great here, Sean.
I think the Steve Jobs quote really does apply to you, where he says something along the lines, you don't hire smart people and tell them what to do, you hire smart people and let them tell you how to run your business. And that empowerment is one of the things that
I'm pretty sure you got that quote really right.
Maybe no.
You were.
No.
Yeah,
I'm just Steve Hobbs.
I'm just kidding.
And Steve Hobbs.
It works,
but seriously though,
Calvin and Hobbes,
though.
right? That was in Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah,
from there. Yeah.
No, but
with
Sean,
that said,
really,
though,
really, I mean, the knowledge you have and the stuff you passed along, and the stuff that we get out of you as a group in the sales department are what makes us tick. I mean, you literally control a lot of the things that we drive to.
And we thank you.
Yeah, we thank
that
you.
I can help.
That's more or less what I'm getting to.
I got one more question.
Oh, you're gonna ask
one more, and then we're gonna end it. All right?
Okay.
Right. As we asked Ken, and you probably won't answer either, but out of all of us sales guys, you don't even have to pick one of us present. Who's your favorite?
Me. I shit to you guys every day.
That's funny.
That's
Great
very
answer.
Well,
You
thank you,
guys-
Shawnee.
Absolutely. No, honestly, man, you guys all have your qualities, and I like having you all around. I've gone on the road with some of the guys, Gene and Christian. I went on the road with them. I mean, obviously, like you said, Joe, you and I have hung out a ton, when you were in the office more. My position has changed enough that I don't get on the road with, you, Tad or Chad. But
you can whenever you want. I'd be more than happy to have you, man. Seriously.
I'd have to ask Kent about that one.
He'd take the spot first. That's
he would.
Exactly. But you all brought different things, to my perspective, and you guys have all helped me learn, whether I was on the road or just talking to you all. I may have 12 years here at UPSCO, but you guys have a ton of time in the industry that I can't even touch. So y'all are great.
Every function of the organization obviously supports others, and you're very a very, very big part and cog to that. And just from us and us three knuckleheads, we thank you. We love you,
and the rest of us.
We're really love you guys too.
Really happy to see your face. Hopefully it'll be in person soon, buddy.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a plan.
I look forward to it.
Have a good one, brother.
Hey, we're going to redo those battle axe teams, Sean. Listen.
Anytime, man. I'll take you on anytime.
That was great fun. So, all right.
That
hey,
was.
Thanks for coming
Be
to
in
the show,
Vegas
buddy.
again.
Talk to you guys later.
Later. Wow, Sean, thank you for that awesome segment. Thank you for sharing everything you know. It's always a pleasure. I know we definitely want to have you back on the show again.
Always fun to talk too.
Yeah, especially shooting the breeze
Just in
with him.
general, yeah.
Notice I said shooting the breeze.
Jump.
With next though, with next, really? Yeah. Next on the show, we're gonna bring in one of our other favorite guys in the industry, Chris Thome, the damage prevention consultant for Rhino marketing and protection systems. Chris is a really, really cool guy. He's the founder of the Pipeline AG Safety Alliance, and he spent like 20-something years in the industry. But before that, fun fact, he played in the NFL.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Now he looks like a beanpole, but
actually now he looks like a beanpole with a giant beard. But we'll see. You'll see in a minute.
You'll see in a minute. So welcome to the show, Chris, and welcome to Connections for Life. Hello and welcome to the show, Chris Thome from Rhino. How you doing, my friend?
Excellent. Thank you for having me.
Thanks
I thought it was Santa Claus.
It's the quarantine beard.
I know.
I'm the oddball out. I'm the only one who doesn't have a beard.
You'll be on Duck Dynasty if we let this go on for another.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about Rhino?
So Rhino is manufacturer. We're based here in Minnesota, and we're actually celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. And I've been here for about half of it. And what we are and what we really believe in is damage prevention. We do everything we can to help our customers prevent damages to their buried gas lines and pipelines.
It's a huge deal.
It is, and it's becoming bigger and bigger all the time. People realize how important safety is, and we want to make sure that we do everything that we can to not just help our customers, but help the communities that they serve.
Well, Chris, I guess just real quick, the first and foremost, what products would you say that Rhinos are most popular or most utilized in the gas industry?
Well, if you've ever driven down any road in America, more than likely you've seen some of our products out there in the field. The number one product that we have that we patented and we've been selling for over 25 years is the TriView marker. It's a three-sided marker. The big advantage of the TriView is it has three flat sides, so you can see it from any direction, but it's also easy to read the message that's on there, and it has some other great properties that make it our most popular item.
Sweet. That's awesome. I guess, I've known Rhino for a long time, and I know you guys are always on the cusp of new technology. You're trying to do something different. I mean, you sell brightly colored plastic things with not many moving parts. So you really have to be pretty innovative to come up with new products. Could you share a couple of the ones I know you've had in the last few years?
Yeah, it's definitely not rocket science what we're doing, but we do try,
it is important and hard.
Best. Right. We do our very best to make sure that what we're putting out there is effective and that it lasts, because we don't want the guys to have to go back and reinstall again and again. And so we know that the most effective public awareness tool there is a sign or a marker, and but they're not effective at all if you can't read them or if they've fallen down. So most recently, our biggest deal is about 6 years ago. We started down this road of trying to come up with a way to digitally print signs for our customers, but that they would last. So digital printing's been around forever. You've got a printer in your office probably. That stuff won't last out in UV rays for more than a few months. Some of the existing digital printing might last a couple of years, but we recently released our new Rhino UV armor signs, and it has been a huge hit. Last year was a massive success, the first full year of the rollout, and we can guarantee our signs for 10 years, and we can print one-up signs, digitally print them, and we can crank them out fast. We had one particular customer, Dominion Energy, who needed to do about 7,000 signs, all with a unique identifier. So 7,000 unique signs, and in the old days, the only way to do that was you'd screen print a portion of the sign, and then they would apply vinyl decals to them. It was real labor intensive, and it was costly. We did 7,000 signs in about 2 months. We could crank them out, and it's all about the magic of this coating that we developed. And we're currently have patent pending on it. So hope
that's
to
awesome.
Add our 12th patent with that.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's awesome. I mean, we know, just because of working with you guys and knowing you for a decade, the amount of awesome products you guys have brought to market, that signal tape you guys are doing. I mean, there's just a lot of unique things that may not be specific to damage prevention, but are really good for the industry. So I guess the one thing I'd like to talk about is I guess what makes Rhino unique. I know that your approach to selling line markers and things like that is a little different based on building the specifications and working with the customers to create a solution that's best for them. So would you talk about that a little bit and what your approach is and how you work with your customers to establish that?
Yeah, for us, the big thing is we're really involved in the industry, and so we understand what the challenges are that our customers are facing. If you're sitting back in an office and you're making calls trying to sell somebody signs, you're not going to learn anything about the challenges that they have. So my team all participates on multiple industry committees. We work in workshops and roundtables. We are attending events constantly, and we're spending tons of hours in the field with people, just trying to understand their pain points and then trying to come up with solutions, ways to fix the little things that are ailing them. And a lot of times people will have, they'll have an idea about what it is that they're trying to accomplish. And my team has been exceptionally good at being able to dig in and use experience of our own in the field, and then also making connections. So, as we do one project in North Carolina, I may have encountered something similar in California. And so a lot of times we will connect people to say, hey, we've got an answer, because we are so, involved and really involved in the industry with the customers to be able to, find a way to get that all put together.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's awesome is that in working with you, like I certainly didn't understand, the rules and regulations for markouts, damage prevention, things of that nature. And I think a lot of our customers don't necessarily completely understand all those rules. So when working with you guys, I think what I've seen is while you create solutions, you're also educating the customers on the right processes, practices, and procedures for damage prevention. So that's not really a question. I just wanted to point that out because I've seen it firsthand. And I also would like to point out that we are not everybody forcing people to use the word connections. It's just kind of organically happening. So that's like fun, 3 episodes in a row where people have said connections. I'm like, what? So I'll let it go back to Chad, but I just wanted to point that out, Chris, is that I think that's a unique thing that you guys do is spend a lot of time educating the customers as well, not just manufacturing a product.
Well, and I appreciate that. And honestly, as soon as we bounce off of this call at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be sitting in on the API RP 1162 meeting. I'm on that committee. And
can you put that in English for me?
What's that?
Could you put that in English for me?
So yeah, the public awareness law that that PHMSA adopted going on 10 years ago now, we're rewriting the law, rewriting the recommended practice that API put out, and then we hope to have that incorporated by reference in the new PHMSA pipeline safety law that will be coming out here hopefully soon. Yeah,
cool. That's awesome.
We're definitely, and you know, we're fortunate enough to be invited to participate in these things, not because you know, I have some sort of that isn't my job, but it is because we, you know, we really try to make sure that we're doing everything we can to stay on top of what's current and what's happening.
Makes sense completely. That's awesome information too, and I mean, really good probably for the people watching this and everything else. I know you mentioned, Chris, about some of your patents. What are? I mean, I think you said you have 12. What are some of those? Just to share with some of the people.
We have 11. We're hoping for 12 here
11, sorry.
for the signs. Yeah. So the TriView marker is patented. We actually received a second and a third patent on the TriView, one for the anchoring system that we use, another one for an upgrade that we recently did for all of our customers. And we were able to do that without having a price increase. So that was really good. You know, we also have our hideout, which is patented, A-tags, which there are tens of millions across the United States, most of them out on the East Coast. So, you know, we're always looking for ways to make things better. And when we do, we want to make sure that we file that paperwork.
Wow, that's phenomenal, Chris. You know, it's really, really interesting for me to sit back here. I feel like, you know, the new kid on the block, because we've had some guests come on here, and it was actually like the first time I got to meet them because I'm so new in the industry still. And Chad and Joe have these great relationships, but I'm always amazed at some of the knowledge that comes out of these things here. I think that's all we got for you today. We really appreciate you joining us here on Connections for Life. We really thank you for what you're doing for the industry, for what you're doing for the nation as a whole.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great.
Innovative.
So thanks for coming on the show,
Amazing.
Chris. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. I
one thing I wanted to add is we will add all of Chris's stuff in the bottom from Rhino.
Yep.
I know you were going to say it, Joe. I had to, but one of the things I wanted to point out about Rhino, and some of the fun things that what we'll share is their social media marketing and their videos and things like that. That they really take a great approach at being creative and making things fun to sell product, and that it's well worth watching them. I watch every one of them because they're entertaining more than anything.
It's great stuff.
That's why do you think
that's all I had? Sorry.
I was going to say the other thing. I guess I sit here kind of watching this. Oh, sorry, Joe. I was going to say as we're sitting here watching this. Everybody, for me, I think it might have been my internet connection today, but everybody was talking and their mouths weren't going at one point in time, all three of you guys, but words were like seamless. I thought it was priceless today. I'm trying to keep it off my face. So
yeah, it was doing the same thing to me. So I mean, it's just a challenge of the technology. You know, you never know when it's going to kind of glitch out on you. I personally just want to say, Chris, I've known you for almost a decade. One of my, I would consider good friends in the industry. It's always awesome to see you. I can't wait to get back out on the road and rub elbows again. And see you take that.
You're not going to be able to rub elbows. Sorry.
But we can.
Isn't that the new handshake though? The elbow is kind of like the shape. That's the meet and greet. So
I just. Yeah, right. I just wanted to say, Chris, it's always a pleasure, man. We're certainly having you on again. The content's always good. As we start to learn more and get more, a little more savvy at this, we might be able to flash some products up and have you talk about them a little bit more. So that's just going to be the maturation of the show. But again, buddy, always great to see you. Love you to death.
Seriously, thank you.
Hope you and your family are healthy.
Have a good one,
Thank you, Chris.
Appreciate you all.
See you, boys.
Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show. A lot of great information there. A lot of great laughs. Really, really excited for having you on.
Beard.
Yeah.
Listen, for the one guy in the group that everybody can tell can't grow a beard, you can go.
Well, you could have just said that you choose to be cleanly shaven. Now you just outed yourself as like.
Listen, I'll neck beard everybody though. I'm telling you that right now. I have like an Andrew Luck-ish like neck beard. It's vicious.
You should grow the neck beard
here.
out.
Nothing here.
Get like the Amish chin strap.
Like this.
So with that said, moving into our UPSCO update, Chad, what do you got for us? Or not UPSCO, industry update.
Industry, you're fine. I'm pretty sure all our followers knew what you meant anyways.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of weeks,
all three of them.
Yeah, we've been pumping the tires of AGMSC over and at the first week of August at Robert Morris. I don't think it's come out officially yet, but the rumor on the street is that it will become virtual. What that means, not sure yet. It means that we're going to try and up our virtual game too, a little bit more.
Nice.
Absolutely. You got anything else?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Just kind of jumping in with what Chad said there. We got the SGA conference. It was originally in March. Or April?
Yeah, originally
April,
March.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, March. Sorry, it was originally in March. It got rescheduled to the August 4th, the same week as the Robert Morris course. That's also gone virtual. Found that out this morning. They're offering a couple cool things. They have a Natural Gas Connect Academy, which is starting July 13th and runs till August 6th. You can get online on the SGA website and look and see exactly what that entails. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there, and it's just easier for you guys to look at. It is something that is not free. It is you have to pay for it. If you're a member or non-member, the pricing is different, but all those options and things are on there. They're also moving the virtual the gas conference to a virtual format, to a spring gas conference. And that's going to be it's kind of weird. I would say take a look at how they're doing it. It's interesting. It's just really unique how they're doing it, because it's actually going to run for a month. So it runs from August 17th to September 18th. And then any registrations, if you had already previously enrolled in the March or the August class, that all rolls over. So you're already established on there. So I would just say, if you don't know, get on there, look around, see what the options are.
A lot of info there.
Ton of information, yeah. I just have a couple other things that I thought were kind of cool and kitschy. National Fuel Gas in Buffalo is actually hiring. They're looking for meter readers. So I saw that on LinkedIn this morning. I thought that was unique. Not a lot of people are hiring, so that's kind of cool. And another neat thing out in New Jersey, again, doesn't really have anything to do with the gas industry. I just found it cool. For anybody who purchased an electric vehicle before January 17th this year is eligible for a $5,000 incentive credit. So I just thought that was cool. Yeah, I just thought that was cool. So if anybody that's watching this lives in
Norm.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't live in Jersey.
No, you drive across the border.
Oh.
But just cool tidbit. That's all I really have. I mean, everything else is pretty much status quo. I could sit and talk about all the things that we see, but that's just the stuff I wanted to talk about. So on you, Teddy.
Yeah, so this week, currently NGA had their school, gas app school, and it took place virtually. There was such awesome, informative sessions on there. UPSCO produced one of them. We sat through several of them to just get some updated knowledge and whatnot. So
still going on today, actually, believe it or not.
It's actually still going on Thursday, as of Thursday the 4th. And
it will be tomorrow.
It will be tomorrow as well. Yeah, Friday, there's some additional stuff. So if you want to get on, look at the schedule. There's 4 tracks of different, whether it be corrosion protection or pipeline protection or safety, contractors association stuff. It's really rock and roll, and it's great information. Additionally, Distribution Contractors Association has made some changes for a variety of reasons. They have moved the 60th anniversary conference that's taking place March 2nd through March 7th of 2021 from the Big Island of Hawaii to Scottsdale, Arizona. That's an update for the location change on DCA. Again, other than that, next episode coming is another really cool one, guys. It's going to be Chip McElroy from McElroy. So awesome. It's going to be a great episode. We encourage you guys all to come check that out as well. But any questions for Chris Thome, any questions about Rhino, any questions about UPSCO, please follow the links that are in our video postings. And thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Stay safe, everybody.
Share, always, as always.
Oh, like, share, subscribe, do all that.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. All right, bye, guys.
Thanks,
Have a good weekend.